As we say in Latin, unicus messitatis.
Yeah, what a mess.
That means, what a mess.
There's one other thing you ought to do, to thine own self be true.
Oh, I just think he's wonderful.
I think he's twins.
Home sweet home.
This.
Look, he's got the same kind of a mole.
I have a mole myself, but I can't show it to anybody.
Why not? Quiet, Gilligan.
Look.
Gilligan! You come down from there.
Skipper, I've been watching the birds fly. It's real easy.
Gilligan, come down here right now.
Okay, here I come.
Gilligan, you can't fly. It's impossible.
I can't?
No! Gilligan, little buddy, are you all right?
Why'd you have to say that? Impossible? Why'd you have to say that?
And the women are wearing bikinis.
Ooh, I wish you could see them, even if they're not there. And this dunch is almost all pun. I mean, this punch is almost all done. It's perfect. It's all gone, but believe me, it was perfect.
Good work, Gilligan. You're punch drunk.
You know, the only reason you can't get rid of that rock is because you were so scared by that dreadful lightning. The rock is only in your mind.
No, it's not. It's right in my hand, see?
Who am I?
The professor.
She's fine.
Who are they?
Gilligan and Skipper.
She's okay.
And of course you know who you are.
I'm Ginger.
She's sick. Skipper, did I do that?
No, Gilligan, I just felt like wearing the door tonight.
Is there anything I could say that could make you change your mind?
Nope.
Not even if I hug you like this?
Even if it tickled me.
You sure are a hard man to convince, Gilligan.
You bet I am.
Oh, well. I guess I just don't have what it takes.
You also don't have what you took either.
Oh, Gilligan, you're impossible.
Gilligan! What are you doing there, little buddy?
I'm burning the bush with the mind-reading seeds.
The seeds! The seeds! Oh! That's smart. I burnt my little pinky.
Did you burn all the seeds?
Yep, the whole bush and everything. Oh, I suppose you think it's the dumbest thing I ever did. But we never fought and argued before we could read minds, and now that we can't read minds, maybe we could be friends again, huh?
I like underdeveloped, underfed, undernourished men like you.
I don't smell a thing.
Gilligan, don't breathe that.
I don't feel a thing, I don't smell a thing. You know, Professor, I was worried about the operation before, but I'm not worried anymore because you're being so careful.
Gilligan, I think you'd better sit
Who are
down.
you supposed to be?
Who am I supposed to be? Little Bo Peep.
Oh, now I know why you lost your sheep, little Bo Peep, because you only got one peeper. I mean, there's only two of us here, and you can't do it because you're the skipper. And I can't do it because I don't know how to climb a coconut tree. Besides, I'm afraid of heights. I'm not starting any mutiny, Skipper, but I'm not climbing up that tree. No siree. Not me.
We'll get an apartment. One that takes monkeys. Gilligan, you can't just walk on the water.
Lovey, I'm back to me.
You kiss me and I'll belt you.
Sorry, Captain, but you do remind me of my wife.
Neither a borrower nor a lender be. Do not forget, stay out of debt. Think twice and take this good advice from me. Guard that old solvency. There's just one other thing you ought to do. thine own self be true.
Here's for one of the loveliest persons on the island.
Thanks, Skipper. My first corsage. Does that mean we're engaged?
What I mean is, when I am president, Gilligan is going to be Secretary of the Navy.
Secretary of the Navy? Gilligan is going to be Well, why aren't you laughing, Gilligan?
I'm tired. After all, I haven't got your legs.
Hey, well, it's a good thing you have, Marianne, because otherwise you couldn't get in those shorts. Come here. Gilligan, I don't know whether he's kissing you or tasting you. Gilligan, will you get going? Huh? What do you do when I say... Why me, Professor? Always me! For goodness sakes, why should a little thing like not getting an invitation get me down? So what if I'm the only one that doesn't get an invitation? There's nothing to cry about. After all, I'm not a child. I'm a man. But why does it always have to be me?
Sorry, money can't buy happiness.
Anyone who says money can't buy happiness doesn't know where to shop.
You don't know what it's like out there in the ocean. You may be bitten by a shark.
A shark bite a Howell? He wouldn't dare.
And then you address the ball.
Hello, Ball.
Lovey, I told you to hurry and get dressed. Look, we've missed the cocktail hour.
I'd gone to ask Gilligan if I could help him with his fish trap, but he said he first had to do a favor for Mr. Howell.
Aha! It was a favor.
Your Honor, I want to file charges against Marianne.
Against Marianne? For what?
For murder.
Murder?
Her testimony is killing me. No one there but Gilligan and Marianne.
Exactly. Romeo and Juliet. Thurston, have you been eating brandied peaches without the peaches again? But the professor's wasting his time on a tycoon.
No, dear, that's not the typhoon. You see, a tycoon, that's a man with money like myself. A typhoon is a big bag of wind.
Thurston.
Never mind what you're thinking. No comment. I may enter that woman in the Olympics. I'm sorry, I dozed off, but I threw on the first thing I could find, and I came right over.
I don't know whether you know it or not, Mr. Howell, but I think you're wearing your wife's bathrobe.
Oh, is that what it is? I thought my cashmere jammies had unraveled. Tickled my fancy. How long before Gilligan revives?
About 45 minutes.
Hope Ginger has a lot of veils. Lovey, if anything happens, I want to thank you for 15 of the happiest years a man ever had.
Thurston, we've been married 20.
I know, but the last 5 years have been a little shaky.
Oh, Thurston, darling, you're all right.
Of course I am, Lovey.
I was talking to my husband.
Gee, Mrs. Howell, does that mean we're married?
Francis said terrible things were happening, but I didn't expect anything like this.
Sturdy bit of construction, if I say so myself.
Thurston, what on earth is that on your forehead?
Oh, it looks like water. I wonder where it came from.
Thurston, I know what it is. I used to see it on our gardener. It's perspiration.
It is? What can I put it in? I've got to send it to Dad. He'd be fascinated.
You know, Thurston, the last 5 years hasn't been any picnic for me either.
Don't you care that Gilligan and Marianne haven't shown the slightest romantic inclination toward each other?
Well, of course not, dear. If they could manage on their own, they wouldn't need me, would they?
Me? Wait, you're the skipper. It's your duty.
But you're an executive. You know how to handle these matters in a businesslike way.
Well, that's different if you want to handle it in a businesslike way.
Then you'll handle it?
Yes, I'll dictate a letter and send it out in triplicate.
Nation, Lovey. Wall Street and the Harvard Club.
Beauty parlors and steam baths.
My bank vault.
My mother.
Lovey, why did you ruin everything? Just made Julius Caesar a pincushion, my dear. Yes.
I never knew Julius Caesar was a pincushion.
Thurston, don't just stand there. Run.
Howell never runs in the face of danger.
Oh!
He walks very fast. Now, I wonder, what are we going to leave the dear, dear, dear professor?
How about that little island in the Pacific?
You mean Australia?
Thurston, we're still married.
Still married? Oh, let's go to the hut and make happy talk, Lovey. We're still married in that house.
You'd better hide.
Yes. That way they won't know I'm here till it's too late. I'll run and hide in the alcove.
We don't have an alcove, you schnook.
Relax. I want you to relax. Now, just relax, Mary Ann.
He's Mary Ann? What's happening to everyone?
Yeah, I'll explain it later, Mary Ann.
Well, I'm Ginger. I think.
Skipper? Say, did you get your invitation?
I did not.
Oh, I think that's terrible.
Well, yeah, I was counting on having a number of dances with you, Skipper. Now it won't be any fun at all.
If that doesn't bring him back, nothing will.
I'm dying. I'm dying. 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 Dying.
That was a beautiful death.
Please, I'm not finished yet.
Oh, no. I was just thinking what a waste my life's been. I mean, so as an actress, so what? I never really did anything for anyone.
Well, you entertain people.
Oh, that was just for the moment. I mean, really do something important, like being a nurse. Although I was a nurse, for one day I was Ben Casey's nurse. And you know something, Professor? In that 1 hour, we saved 6 people. And if it hadn't been for the commercials, we would have saved 8.
What's a few insults when you've been married for 20 years?
Besides, whether there even were insults is highly debatable.
Are you kidding? He said that she snored.
Well, now, you could hardly call that an insult, could you?
Well, I would.
Well, don't you think that's a bit immature?
No, I think it's an insult.
Perhaps that proves my point.
Well, aren't we the smart one?
That, Professor, is what Mrs. Tiffany Smith wants. What do you think?
Interesting, Ginger. But how am I going to get her to get me into this position?
I know what you're thinking.
I know what you're thinking.
I know you know what I'm thinking.
I know that you know that I know that you know what you're thinking.
I know that you know that I know that you know that I know you know what I'm thinking. I think.
I know that you know that I know what you're thinking that I... That's right. Let's go tell the others.
It's cracked.
Never mind, Ginger. I know my future. Everybody's gonna kill me.
Oh, they won't.
They won't.
No, she can do the same thing with a seance.
Seance? Wait till I tell the others.
Ginger, can you do a seance?
Now he asks me.
Come on, come on, come on.
Oh, Gilligan. It doesn't matter where you get the shot. Mary Ann, Mary Ann, Mary Ann.
Professor!
Just a minute. I've got a few more Mary Ann.
Did you hear a scream?
I beg your pardon. What did you say?
I said, did you hear a scream?
I can't hear you, old boy. Someone's screaming. Ah, what me? Our first clue.
What is it, Inspector?
Someone is screaming. See you later, Gilligan.
Professor, I didn't think you believed in that wishing stuff.
Oh, I don't. It's completely unscientific, absolutely absurd, violates every rule of common sense, and is completely contrary to the rules of logic and intelligence. But just in case.
Guess what? There's life on Mars because it has palm trees and huts just like we have.
Oh, that's all very interesting, Gilligan, but it has nothing to do with us.
I'm afraid it does, gentlemen. Those palm trees and huts they're talking about are right here.
Wait a minute, Professor. Say that again. You're beginning to sound like Gilligan.
Can't let fear rule your lives.
Oh, yes, we can.
Well, on the other hand, a little fright never hurt anyone.
Thank you, Thurston. Lovey.
Gentlemen, I'm afraid that I must inject another opinion here. In addition to beauty of face and figure, there is a lady here who also has sweetness and warmth. The lady I would pick is the most beautiful in the world, Mary Ann.
It works! It works! It works! It's waterproof! I think the professor's flipped his lid. Are you all right, Professor? I'm fine. We're saved. We're saved. We better get in there before he hurts himself.
Oh, he knows what it means to you. It means to me. I don't have to boil any more water.
Oh, boy, hot showers and hot baths.
Of course, it could also mean an active volcano.
In your hometown, didn't you ever meet a girl whose house had a porch swing?
As a matter of fact, I did. Oh, but she was quite impossible. I tried to start intelligent conversations, but all she was interested in was hugging and kissing and hugging.
What are you gonna do?
What should have been done years ago. As of tomorrow, sir, your subscription to the Scientific Quarterly shall be canceled.
Gilligan, make up your mind. It's either the lion or us. Well, what do you know? He chose the lion.
I wonder how long it'll be before the lion chooses him. All right, Skipper, then it's between you and me.
Why not draw straws?
Oh, of all the stupid ideas.
Why is it stupid?
Are you really wrong way, Feldman? Who else could I be?
Now, watch how simple it's going to be to chop coconuts. And it never misses.
Oh, you're not a prince.
No, I'm not, am I? Well, don't believe everything you hear, girlie.
Come on. The wedding is definitely off. OFF. Off.
Hey, Professor! Professor!
Professor? Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Oh, dear Professor, did we cause you to spill that?
Oh, not at all, Mrs. Howell. I've had so much practice recently, I could have spilled it without your help.
When I was in school, some of the kids, well, not me, of course, but used to put crib notes in the palms of their hands just to help them remember things.
Mary Ann, remember to whom you are speaking. I mean, after all, the idea, a professor with 6 degrees using crib notes.
I'm sorry. It was just an idea.
And an excellent idea at that.
Hi, Professor.
Oh, hi, Ginger.
I'm Mary Ann.
Oh, of course. I don't know what I'm doing or what I'm saying.
For one thing, you put your right shoe on your left foot.
Well, I smell something, and it's not oranges. Fee-fi-fo-fum.
I don't smell any fee-fi-fo or fum.
Oh, Ginger, you've got to eat something. Oh, come on, honey. Snap out of it.
Oh, thanks, Marianne. I'll be all right.
Oh, here. You've always admired this. Wear it a little while. Maybe it'll make you feel better.
Oh, if we ever do find him, we'll hug him and squeeze him and kiss him and...
Oh, I'm just a poor cockney flower girl, that's what I am. But I owes everything to Dr. Gilligan here. He taught me to walk and to talk and to dress like a regular lady. He give me real class, he did.
He did that to you?
Yes, he did.
You beast.
Never saw anything like this back on our farm. Except under a cow.
It was never really me. All the time it was her.
All right. It's her.
That's right. It was me.
If I can't have you, nobody will.
I want you to act as decoy so we can drop a net over the gorilla.
I'd do anything for Mrs. Howell, but frankly, I'd be scared to death.
Yes, I know, but Marianne, you were raised on a farm. You know all about animals.
Cows, yes. Gorillas, no.
I sure wish you girls weren't doing this.
Did you hear a voice?
No, I didn't hear so.
Please, man. I'd rather do it myself.
But, Mary, it's very heavy. You might strain yourself.
These men are going to have to learn we can take care of ourselves. I took care of myself and a whole farm in Kansas, and that's tough.
Doctor, I'm still alive.
Please, when I make a diagnosis, it's final. Hey, something is wrong.
Just
start wishing.
I'm not going.
After I reserved first-class passage for 7 people?
It's not fair to leave the professor here by himself. Excuse me.
But you can't stay alone with him. It's not proper.
Think of something happy.
Like what?
Like the day we'll get rescued.
All right. Gee, that would make me happy. Being rescued. Imagine everybody being rescued. Oh, except for Gilligan.
Well, when in doubt, use the farmer's formula. 1 part sunshine, 2 parts water, and 3 parts prayer.
The scientific approach to the rapid growth of citrus fruits is assured with the proper amounts of vitamin D, aqua naturalis, a fertilizer containing sodium chloride, nitrate of potassium, and calcium. If this doesn't achieve results, try 1 part sunshine, 2 parts water, and 3 parts prayer.
Here, Marion.
Oh, thanks, Gilligan. I'm exhausted. You saved my life.
Oh, don't say that.
Master.
As I recall, it was a mournful sort of a cry. Let's see, it was a...
Ghost.